The story begins in a cold, dark kingdom covered in snow. We learn the terrifying truth about the queen's past. She was not born royal. She was once a poor common woman who used forbidden magic called blood alchemy to murder the previous king and steal the throne. To stay young and powerful, the queen performs a horrible ritual every full moon. She bathes in a tub filled with rose water mixed with the blood of young maidens. This keeps her beauty unnatural and her power strong. In her chamber stands the magic mirror, not a normal mirror but a living wall made of black obsidian stone. It does not flatter her. It reveals the truth of her soul. One day, it gives her terrifying news. Although she looks perfect now, Snow White's blood contains something called primordial purity. When Snow comes of age, this purity will break the queen's magic, causing her to age 100 years in a single day. Panicked and furious, the queen orders her loyal hunter, Gunnar, to kill Snow White. She wants proof, Snow's heart, placed in a jeweled box, so she can eat it and gain immortality. Gunnar takes Snow into the forest, but he cannot do it. Snow once saved his life from a wolf, and he cannot forget that kindness. Instead of killing her, he tells her to run into the forbidden Black Forest, a cursed place no one enters because strange beings known as the Small Ones live there. To trick the queen, Gunnar kills a huge black bear and cuts out its heart. Back at the castle, the queen quickly discovers the deception. When she touches the heart, black fur begins growing from it. Realizing she has been betrayed, she unleashes her magic and blinds Gunnar as punishment. Meanwhile, Snow wanders deep into the forest and finds a hidden stone fortress inside a cave. Here she meets the so-called dwarfs. They are not cheerful miners, they are scarred, deformed outcasts and former soldiers who were cast out by the queen. Their leader is a hardened warrior named Grimwald. They soon realize Snow White is the only person who can overthrow the queen. Instead of hiding her, they train her for months, teaching her combat, survival, and strategy. The queen sends a terrifying creature to hunt her, a shadow stalker, a monster made of living smoke. The dwarfs prepare deadly traps using steampunk explosives and ancient weapons. In a brutal battle, they destroy the creature, but the fight is violent and bloody. After this failure, the queen decides to handle the problem herself. She uses a horrifying spell called Skin Switch. In a painful ritual, she peels off her own face and body like a mask, transforming into a frail old woman. Disguised as a harmless hag, she finds Snow alone while the dwarfs are out hunting. She offers Snow a strange apple glowing with a soft, pulsing light, like a beating heart. Snow takes a bite and instantly collapses. Her skin turns gray, her eyes go cloudy, and she stops moving. She is not asleep. Her body is frozen, while her soul is trapped inside the mirror's magical realm. The dwarfs place her in a glass coffin and mourn her loss. Sometime later, a rogue prince named Jonathan arrives. He is not a noble hero, he is a treasure hunter. He discovers that the glass coffin is actually a magical device channeling energy from the mirror. Instead of kissing Snow, the dwarfs use an alchemical machine similar to a defibrillator. They shock her heart with magical energy. Snow suddenly wakes up, but she is changed. Her hair has turned white, and she can now see magical forces around her. Determined to end the queen's rule, Snow and the dwarfs sneak into the castle through a secret tunnel. A massive battle erupts in the throne room. Several of the dwarfs sacrifice themselves. Tiny, the strongest among them, holds open a heavy gate so the others can pass but is crushed to death by it. Arsta uses poison gas to kill many royal guards but dies from the attack as well. Finally, Snow confronts the queen. The queen tries to use the magic mirror to rip Snow's soul from her body, but Snow uses Gunnar's old axe to smash the mirror into pieces. Without the mirror's protection, the queen's blood alchemy begins to fail. Her stolen youth vanishes instantly. She ages rapidly, withering into an ancient corpse before turning to dust in front of the throne. The kingdom is finally free. Snow White sits on the throne as the people celebrate their new queen. Everything seems hopeful until the camera slowly zooms into her eyes. For a brief moment, they turn the same deep obsidian black as the magic mirror. The message is chilling. power corrupts everyone. Snow White has not ended the darkness. She has become the new Dark Queen. The cycle of blood and tyranny is about to begin again.